Today we're also going to be breaking down a couple of lobster pots. We've got two here to do. We've got a steel parlour pot, and we've also got a plastic framed inkwell pot. So we're going to be starting off removing the rope, remove the rubbers, break it down, remove the netting, take the plastic bottom out of both of them, and weigh the components individually and see what we've got in the end. We'll also be timing ourselves to see how long it takes, and we'll record that so we know actually what the cost of it would be if we had to pay somebody to do it. Down towards the base, remove the rubbers. That'll clear the netting off. We'll take the netting apart, and then we'll remove any hard plastic and see what we've got left at the end. As they put it on tight, it's quite difficult to remove. And obviously you've got a lot of sharp metal here. They've replaced the bottom of this one with a plastic base because the bottom rotted out. So they've probably got another couple of years out of it putting that base in. It's the first thing that goes is the metal base, and then the replacement, obviously being plastic, will stay around for quite some time. Getting there, yeah. We've still got to get the rubber off the steel and get the last of the netting off, a little bit more rope. So yeah, as you can see, it's seen better days, but the only thing that could possibly have any value is the steel, but not in this condition. There's really not much steel left to it. So we finished dismantling the first metal pot. It's just taken us just shy of an hour, or me just shy of an hour. Ended up with some rope. We've got some HDPE plastic. We've got some netting. We've got some rubber. We've got some steel. Not a lot of steel left in the pot. So having broken it down over an hour, we've got a few bits that could possibly use again. We've got a escape gap here that's made of HDPE plastic. The fisherman could use that again. We've got other plastic elements that could potentially be reused. They can certainly be recycled, but they've got no real value. So we're going to make a start on the plastic pot. This is plastic framed rather than being a metal framed. As you can see, the plastic has worn over time and the pot started to collapse, so end of life for this pot. So we'll be removing the rope, removing the rubber, removing the netting, and seeing what plastic we've got left. Less materials in this one, I think, than the metal pot, but we'll see what we've got in the end, and we'll time ourselves and see how long it takes. Just in order to give it extra weight, they've used leaded rope, because obviously plastic is quite light. The steel in that one is the weight of the pot, keep it on the seabed. So you need to add weight to this one. There'll probably be a ring of weight on the bottom. Right, so the pot has gone. What we're left with is a netting with a lot of biofouling on it. We've got a steel disc here that was in the base of it for the weight. We've got a HDPE plastic base. We've got the frame itself, which is in a very good state, which is again HDPE plastic. We've got a big bag of rubber that was wrapped around the pot. And lastly, we got a little bit of rope. This is the leaded rope, so very, very difficult to recycle. Recycling companies don't like it because of the amount of lead in it. And we've got a little bit of a bag full of that. So that's the pot done. It's taken us just over half an hour.